All right, yo, what's up? How old are you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna go that way.
Hello?
I'm gonna go back this way, and then maybe somewhere up here.
All right, let's get this next individual up here. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. We are just looking for some debates. Keep tapping that screen. Let's get to 1 million likes, everyone. We have a huge following glitch. It's really annoying, but whatever. Yo, Connor, did you vote Trump?
Yo,
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
23.
Did you vote Trump?
Yep.
Why so?
Mainly it was against Harris, but there are a few reasons for. The main reasons for are like his foreign policy stances.
Okay. Can you tell me some of the reasons against Harris?
Yeah. Um, how she was known to be sort of the opposite view as she portrayed in the campaign this year. She portrayed like the opposite view in 2020 when she
Which
ran.
which one specifically?
Which view?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't she like anti-fracking
Yeah, so she
2020?
what she learned while as vice president of the United States is that you can have these things as compromise. So she's willing to compromise on fracking being allowed in order to be able to get renewable energy policy passed, because that's required to get the policy passed. That's what she learned. So she still doesn't like fracking, but she's willing to compromise on it in order to be able to get things passed. You think compromising is a bad thing?
No, it's not that specifically. And then there's another one. It's the collection of views that she's gone back and forth on. Another one
Like
is like,
what?
I know something else on her stance about guns. At one point, wasn't she more strict on uh them at
Didn't
some
Trump used to be
something?
pro-choice? Didn't JD Vance used to say that Trump might be America's Hitler? Didn't Trump used to run on? He ran in 2000 on single payer healthcare. Is he a radical Marxist liberal?
Yeah, I guess those things are all true, but you can't really question the fundamental things that Trump stands for in
Yes, you
comparison to
can.
Kamala.
Really, really. So, let's do that real quick. Does he believe in democracy?
Yeah.
Then why do you send false slates of electors to electoral college to cast Trump votes when he didn't win?
He thought he won.
Does he believe in the Constitution?
Yeah.
So why do you call for the termination of all rules, regulations, and articles, even those found in the Constitution?
I mean, I don't know. He's still able to run again. So we can say all that, but it doesn't really mean anything in the circumstance we're in now.
Okay. You say he cares about guns, right? He's pro 2A.
Yep.
Then why do you say he wants to take the guns first and then due process second? You think he's for free speech, right?
Wasn't he saying that in the context of like criminals?
In the red flag law, so they weren't deemed criminals because there's no due process yet. And if it were criminals, then he wouldn't be able to get a gun. Because he's literally a convicted felon.
Why do you think Kamala lost?
People attribute inflation to the incumbent president because they don't understand the economics and statistics.
So do you think as long as the candidate wasn't part of the incumbent administration, they would have won?
No, I think that the Democrat would have lost regardless because they were the incumbents, and people associate Democrats caused inflation.
Mm.
Right. We can also reference like misogyny, racism. Right. We could reference plenty of other things, but the main driver was that people attributed inflation to the incumbent party.
Who do you want to see run for the Democrats in 28?
Do you want to talk about why you supported Trump, or do you want to ask me like who I'm supporting in 2028?
I mean, I guess this could be the last question. Then I'll hop off. Just I'd be interested to know.
Pete. All right, let's get this next individual up here. Keep tapping that screen. Let's get to 1 million likes. Share the live as well, everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 30.
Did you vote Trump?
I did.
Why so?
Kind of like you just said, the economy, like all these wars going on, just the past few years, things have not been looking good.
Okay, how so?
Like I said, just with inflation, the job market right now, you have multiple wars just escalating in Europe and the Middle East.
Okay.
You need some change, man.
How do they cause that?
How do they cause? They're not doing anything about it. Is the problem? Not saying they necessarily cause these wars, but they're not doing anything like positive about it.
What should they do?
Probably sit down at the negotiating table with Putin and Zelensky and company instead of just give Zelensky and Ukraine a bunch of money.
They've already tried that, and what deal would they be able to make? Giving up Ukrainian land?
I don't know, man. That's why I'm not in office right now.
Okay, so then would Trump have to give up Ukrainian land?
Maybe.
Yeah, so you want to give more.
If that's what it
give more
takes,
power,
would you
give
be okay with that?
No,
If that's
no,
what it takes,
not at all. Not at all. Want to know why? Because they're going to use that to reload and reinvade.
So then what do we do then?
What do? You help defend Ukraine as they want to defend themselves. Because the Budapest Memorandum?
So then the same goes for Israel then, right? That's just going to continue to escalate. They're going to defend themselves. We're going to give them money.
I
and
disagree with
that's the
giving Israel
plan.
money.
Well, then, hey, we're giving one country the money. We're going to give the other one money.
No,
That's how it's gonna be,
I
anyway.
don't think we should because they're committing war crimes. So I don't
Well,
think we should
that's
critique so
war,
much.
man. Like that
War
sucks.
crimes
That's
are not war.
That's what sucks about war. Like the
War
crimes and shit
crimes
happen.
are not war.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
war
That's what happened
crimes.
in every war.
Which they
War
are.
crimes were committed by pretty much both sides.
That doesn't mean
War is hell.
you. Oh, okay, wait. So you think
What do
that?
you want to do about it? Like,
Oh,
what are
okay.
we
So
supposed to do
you
about
think
it?
you think intentionally starving children and innocent civilians is okay?
I mean, I guess if they're hiding hostages, yeah.
Wow.
I'm glad
Wow.
I'm not making
How do you
these
know that? How
decisions
are the
because
infants? How are the infants
I'm
hiding
glad I'm not
hostages?
making these because these are tough decisions. that
Joe
have to be
Mama,
made.
how are the infants hiding hostages? And you think
Well,
everyone
the-
living there is hiding
the
hostages? That's insane.
country in general are.
The country in general
if
is
they're gonna hide
not.
behind women and children. They're going to
The
get
country in general is not. That's a ridiculous statement. That's a fucking disgusting thing for you to say. And you've dehumanized Palestinians so far is that you think that they're all responsible for things that you consider bad, right? That's a ridiculous
No
statement.
one's saying that.
That's
I'm
like
just saying if these wars escalate, that's what's going to happen.
yeah, but you understand that that doesn't mean that just because it escalated, that means that everything they did was okay, right? What I'm demonstrating
No
to you
one's
is that
saying
what
that's okay. It's just going to happen if these
You were-
if they escalate.
Yeah, I'm not changing whether or not things are going to happen, right? I'm not saying that that's not the case. What I'm saying is that you have to understand that we shouldn't support them because it is the case that they're committing war crimes, and war crimes are f***ing bad. Innocently killing
war is
innocent
bad.
civilians
I
by
know, war
starving
is
them
bad.
purposefully
I
is
agree.
wrong. Do you think that's wrong to purposefully starve innocent people?
Sure, but so is going into
Yes,
another country,
yes,
going
it's
into another
wrong.
country and killing innocent people too.
Yeah, I never disputed that.
So that's war. I mean, anyway, that's what's going to happen. So going back to that, what that last guy was saying, who do you think is going to run? And I mean, what's the plan here for Democrats? Because right now, with just Elon Musk and the people Trump is putting and surrounding himself with, the Republicans have all the momentum right now.
Oh God.
So what's the plan going forward?
Yeah. So the plan going forward is irrelevant to the points we were just making, and irrelevant to that point. But you're pivoting completely. But I'll answer. Plans going forward include engaging in progressive policy, right? Telling people that this is exactly how we're going to help them. acknowledge what's wrong on the other side, explain people economics and statistics, right? Increase access to education because it's so fucking needed in this country, right? Those are different things that we want to do, right? That's just what we're gonna do. That's what all of us would do, right? Regardless
Yeah,
of
but
the
those are
scenario.
just talking points. Anyone can say that.
What the else did you want me to tell you? You want me to tell what do you mean just talking
Like,
points?
who's going to run? What's the plan to get voters excited about?
Jamal,
the
do you think I'm the Democratic Party? Do you think I'm the one
No, but you're
conducting
clearly a mouthpiece for them.
that what? That doesn't mean that I know exactly what the Democratic Party is going to do next,
I'm not saying
right?
you
Or
should
know exactly what's
what they should do,
effective
but
on what's going to get
what do you
elected.
think? Like, what would you, like? What do you think? What do you think they're going to do?
What I already told you. You just said that they were just talking points. I don't know what else you'd like to hear from me.
Well, like, who's going to step up? Like, what? Who's going to be the next candidate? Like,
I
things
don't
like
know.
that.
I don't. You think I know who the next candidate's going to be? I already
Like,
told
an
you I have a
idea,
guess.
maybe?
Pete
I don't know.
Buttigieg is my guess, but I don't know.
All right. Well, good luck with that.
Okay. Do you want to give me like some of the policies you think Trump is good at as it relates to the economy?
Well, I think that I'm excited about this Department of Government Efficiency,
Oh God.
and that we cut some unnecessary spending. Hopefully, just like consumer confidence, I think plays a big role with just really any stock and financial markets. So just going back to like 2016 to 2019, I think
2016 it was really good.
we'll get back to just like in general, yeah, like the economy,
You
the
think
job
the
market.
economy was really good 2016 through
I think
2019?
the job market was pretty good 2016 to 2019. Yes.
Yeah. Who was president in 2016?
Obama and then Trump.
No, Trump was president in 2017.
I would say the job market was at its hottest in 2019, from my memory, right before COVID.
So, are you saying that Trump inherited a good economy and it continued on that trend?
I'd say you inherited just like your average economy, and then
Average, yeah.
got better,
He said
yeah.
it was so good.
there wasn't
He was
many
like, dude,
wars. It just seemed
2016
like
to
we had-
2019, it was
seemed
so
like we
great.
were respected on the world stage.
Yeah, when Obama was president, we were actually respected, you know.
I don't think so.
The turkey face. Well, then you're delusional, dude. You actually think that we're more
I'm
respected?
delusional?
Yes. You think we're more
I
respected?
think you're
on-
delusional. I think you're the one who's out of touch.
Okay. You think that Trump is more respected on a world stage than Barack Obama?
Yeah, 100%.
Have you looked at Trump's approval ratings internationally? His only good approval ratings are in Israel. That's like literally it.
I don't give a what his approval ratings are.
What? You just said that like Obama is looked at as a joke internationally, but Trump isn't.
Well, more so Biden in the last few years, for sure. Because look, like going back to all these wars that have started. These countries are gonna
who
just
is
do
more
what they want with
respected
Biden in
worldwide,
office.
Trump or Obama?
Trump.
What indicates that to you?
What indicates you Obama be more respected? Okay, that's the
A
same.
higher approval rating, relationships with our allies, like specifically the G7 summit, where Boris Johnson, Emmanuel Macron, and Justin Trudeau all laughed at Trump insofar as that Trump saw it, baby raped and left the event.
Fuck Justin Trudeau, dude.
Are you
I don't
Canadian?
even know what that guy thinks. No.
Then why the fuck do you have such harsh feelings against Justin Trudeau? Wow, dude, you sound f***ing intelligent. Hello?
What's up?
Why do you have such harsh feelings against Justin Trudeau if you're
I don't
not Canadian?
necessarily have
What
harsh
state you
feelings
live
against
in?
that, but like I don't care what he thinks.
What state do you live in?
Pennsylvania,
What's the capital of Pennsylvania?
Harrisburg,
What time is it?
6:20.
Okay.
Did you get me? Got any more gotcha questions?
Well, I was just making sure you were
You
from
wanna
the United
ask
States.
any more trivia?
I was making sure you're in the United States, genius. You want to answer my questions, or are you just up here to like troll?
I'm asking you what the plan is.
I've already given you a response to that. I don't know what else you'd like to
So
hear
get
from me.
access to education and help people.
Yes, and yeah, like those are what we typically do. Right now, what's your plan?
My plan, nothing.
Nothing.
Just enjoy the win. Yeah. Hopefully the economy, job market will get better.
Yeah, this is not new for MAGA. Not having a plan, not even a concept of a plan. Am I right?
Yep.
Makes sense. Yeah. So I mean, you want to give like anything, or are you just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna live on my mighty high horse until I lose in 2026 and 2028?
Well, yeah. Who's going to be what's the plan for 2026 and 2028 if things are going well? What if
Oh,
the
well,
economy
they're
gets
not.
better?
They're not
What if
gonna be
the
going well.
war de-escalate? What if they do though? And what?
You understand that Trump, if he puts tariffs in place, the economy will be worse.
Aren't some of his tariffs still in place that he put in place?
You know the difference between universal tariffs and single tariffs?
I don't.
Yeah, universal tariff is on every good coming into the country.
Okay. So how come they would ask Kamala Harris that question, and like that was the other thing, she couldn't answer questions like that when they asked her about the tariff.
Trump didn't know what a
When they
tariff
asked her,
was.
what are you
okay?
going to do different than Joe Biden?
Yo, Donald Trump, what's your healthcare plan? Hey, Donald Trump, 9 years into running for president of the United States, do you have a healthcare
I don't think
plan?
anyone has a good healthcare plan, man. I think healthcare is tough, and like
I have
it's not
concepts of
great
a
right
plan.
now. It's not going to.
I've got concepts of a plan.
I don't think either side really has a plan for healthcare.
Yeah, they do. The Democrats specifically have expanding access to the ACA. That's an actual plan. Talacia, thank you so much. I appreciate the dollar. Thank you so much. Right, whereas like what you're referencing is just a concept of an idea of a plan. Running 9 years into running for president of the United States, dude. Wow, what a qualified candidate. He's so qualified. He is so very qualified.
Yeah, I mean, 75 million people thought so.
That's sad.
Yeah, well, you shaming them on TikTok isn't going to change anything.
Me specifically telling people that it didn't make sense and then educating them why, it has changed things.
Has it? How so?
Yeah, literally thousands of different people have had different views than they had prior.
You've been doing this for like a year now, and you didn't help out anyone.
When you say I didn't help out anyone, what about type 3 in the comment section right now if I've changed your views at all. And this is in a live where literally I'm capped. Like, TikTok hasn't been pushing out. Look at that.
Right, and I'm sure you've turned some people off too.
Well, like, look at the chat though.
Right, but that's just this chat. People who are coming to see you.
Okay. Okay, then why are they coming to see me?
Because they're Democrats who want to hear your thoughts.
You think only Democrats watch my stream?
Mostly, yeah. Like out of the 5,000, it's probably there's probably a few thousand.
But do you understand? There's a lot of Republicans in my chat that watch my content. So
right.
If you're a Republican and I've changed your view, type 3 in the comments section. At all, if I've changed your view at all, not even to say you're voting Harris, but changed your view at all. Look at all that. Joey Mama, do you see that? Look at all those people. So the reason why I do these things is it does change people's view and it does educate people. It builds community. It does something, right? And then people on the other side are like, "Oh, you didn't do anything because you guys lost the election." Do you realize how reductive and a ridiculous statement that is? Would you have said after the last election? Oh no, wait, no, you guys had to tell yourself that you guys won. Would you have said after the last election that you guys lost, that no one who is a content creator did anything productive because you guys lost? That makes no sense. Right? Like I'm not going to be able to make up, 3 million people to vote, right? If that's the difference, but I might be able to get a few over 10,000. I might be able to do that, right? Over like a long period of time, and that's a huge effect. I don't know why we would ignore that. Why'd you leave?
I don't know. I couldn't see anything on the screen. Wouldn't let me X out or anything. But I could also say you did more harm than good. You could have made people vote for Trump too. You and Harry and like all those other TikTok bros were
You
just
think I made-
annoying enough to turn people off. And then you look at someone like Charlie Kirk who went out there and like you could say he's annoying and turns people off too, but he probably got and like registered more voters and got like more voters, especially in key states, than guys like you did.
You could say he did because he has a larger following, a larger amount of people. He's been doing this for a longer period of time. He has better infrastructure set up. Now, I also have the ability to go to a lot of people and change a lot of people's minds. You can't evaluate that. When you say it could have done more harm than good, that's a ridiculous statement to make, right? Clearly, it's caused a lot more good than it's caused harm as it relates to my position.
I mean, you could argue both sides, I think.
No, you can't. You're assuming that I've never had someone like genuinely just because they heard me like switch, right? It's always people that are just rage baiting or mad or already had that view, right? That makes no sense, right? I've actually convinced people though. I've convinced plenty of people, conservatives, liberals. I've convinced moderates. I've convinced independents, like all across the political spectrum. And are you saying that maybe what you're doing right now is pushing more people away?
What I'm doing, it could be. What we're doing right now could,
I think you have a
make
better
someone
argument.
vote
I think you have a better argument to say that what you're doing right now is pushing more people away than actually bringing into it, rather than you would having
pushing
saying
people
that
to
about
vote for
me.
one side than the other.
Whoa, wait, what you just said, did that apply to what I'm doing here? Oh.
That's what I was getting at. As I was saying, like more people could have voted for Trump when they hear guys like
Yeah, more people
so
are
maybe
voting
the
for
guy-
Harris because of you, Joe. Right? Like you
Could
just made like
Could be.
10 vote. You just made like 500 Harris voters.
I feel like everyone in here voted for Harris, though, if they voted.
No, not everyone did, but a majority, sure. So, like, you are the one that caused people to vote for Harris. Is that what? Is it? Do you believe that?
Yeah, I think so.
You think you caused more people to vote for Harris? Is that because you're so stupid?
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
All right. Well, I'm gonna go, but good talk.
okay.
You got me convinced. Later.
All right. Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. All right, let's get this next individual up here. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump.
Hey, Park,
Did you vote Trump?
can I touch your man